Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're going to be going over a 2021 Toyota Tundra SX with the double cab. First and foremost, though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Toyota here in Murray for giving me some time with this Tundra. Check out their inventory link below. Let's get right into the video. So under the hood, we have a naturally aspirated 5.7 liter V8 that goes through a 6-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 13 around town and then 17 on the highway, with power outputs being 381 horsepower and then 401 pound-feet of torque. And for the 2021 model year, this is the last year you'll be able to get this V8 in a Tundra. Now let's go to the front end of the SX Tundra. So first off, you guys will notice here in the center, you've got the venting right there. And then you just have like the kind of traditional Tundra hood, other than obviously the venting. And then notice that we've got the halogen lights, but we do have LED accent lights just down below those halogen bulbs. We've got our fog lights here integrated into the bumper. And then also we've got the dark gray here with the grille. You've got the Toyota logo that doubles as a sensor. Now, part of this SX package is it does give you the body colored bumpers and all of that. So you guys will notice here with obviously the front bumpers, they're body colored, but then again, you've got the dark gray there at the bottom portion. And then something else to mention, notice that we do have the tow hook there at the front end on both sides, which obviously is a nice practical thing to have on a pickup truck, but that's all for the front. Now, coming on the side here, we've got two 55mm tires wrapped around 18-inch wheels in the front and over in the rear as well. And you guys will notice that the wheels have been blacked out. That's another part of this SX package. It's kind of like a blackout package. And then also from the side view here, you can see we've got the blacked out element there on the headlights, also part of the package. Notice we have the mud flap right there from the factory, and then also you've got some here in the front. That's more of an air dam though, obviously for aerodynamic efficiency rather than a mud flap. But anyways, there's a look at the front suspension. And then here's a closer look at the wheel itself. I think it looks great, especially with this truck, the contrast between the black and the white, I think it's really nice. And then notice that we've got the black mirrors, and then all of the window trim is all black. We've got the black door handle. Since this is a double cab, you have the different door handle, so that one's body painted. Pretty interesting. And then here's our full side view before we dive into the rear. You can see that, again, you got the double cab and then with the bed. Proportions on the truck look pretty good. I definitely prefer the larger cab with the shorter bed. I think that looks the best, but this still looks really good from the side view. Now, aside from that, speaking of sides, we've got the gas cap right here, just a traditional gas cap. And then, like I said, the tire and wheel setup in the back is the same. Got another mud flap. And then you can see the leaf springs, which say goodbye to those because 2021 is the last year you can get leaf springs of the Tundra. And then also our SX logo there on the back. Now here is our key fob for the Tundra. Notice we've got the Toyota logo right there. You've got the unlock and then the lock. And speaking of that, we'll pop into the bed here, which has a slow lower down on the tailgate. 1,435 pounds of payload capacity. And then notice that we've got the liner here on the back of the tailgate, all over the bed as well, and it says Tundra there at the bottom, or back rather, and then we've got the cargo light there at the top. And I mean, other than that, that's all for the bed area. So we'll lift up the old tailgate, and if you guys are wondering, this looks like it's the 6.5 foot long bed size wise, if you guys are wondering on the dimensions on that. Now here's the rear end of the Tundra, so you guys will notice that we have the old school taillights. We've got the Tundra logo stamped into the tailgate, and then again body painted bumpers here on the rear, and then we've got the receiver hitch down below. Towing capacity is right around 10,000 pounds roughly, and other than that, there's not much else to go over. I do like how it's like wider there on the fender in the back, and then also in the front. Kind of looks cool from this angle. Now popping here into the interior, it's a pretty base interior for the Tundra. Notice everything's kind of like hard touch material wise, really durable looking and feeling, especially like the door handle. The door handle just feels so sturdy. Got the window control right there, and then here are the seats in the rear. So we've got these cloth seats. Pretty interesting design right here in the center. Looks pretty old school, but you know what? I kind of dig it. Notice we do have the rubber floor mats, and then notice that you've got the handle right there that allows you to lift up the seat. It is a flat loading floor, which is definitely nice and practical. You've got the 12 volt right there, and we have a handle right here which helps with getting in, which is definitely nice because this truck does not have any steps or anything like that. But anyways, if you guys are wondering, about 6 foot, there is my legroom. So headroom's pretty good. And then also, looks like there's a tab. That is interesting. I just learned something. That's how you have the cup holders in the back. That's pretty, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. You guys are like, that is lame. Also, notice no storage pocket here. but we have one over on the passenger side. We've been gypped a little bit, but let's head to the front. Now here's the door panel at the front. Notice that they actually gave you like some soft touch right here, but this is all the same as what you have in the back. So I mean, you can like see pressing into it. It's not the softest, but you know what? It's not like hard plastic. We got all the window controls here, the door lock and unlock, and then the mirrors are heated. And you can see one of the speakers for the sound system. And then here's the seat at the front. So again, full cloth. Notice that you've got like gray, and then you have like black. It's like darker gray, almost black pretty much. And then we have, again, that pattern in the center. Power adjustments on the side of the seat. And then here's the Tundra logo. And then you guys have been asking for this, so I'll try to remember when I do truck videos to put these stickers here. So here's the first sticker. Then here is the second sticker right there. And yeah, anyways, well, if the camera will light up again, there we go. We got the pedals here, got the floor mats, again, rubber floor mats here for the front. Notice it's a push-on brake. Got that for the cargo light, and then notice we have this for the mirror adjustment, and then also we've got that for the door light. And other than that, well, there's also a circular vent. That's when we're looking for we pop in. Do 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 do. Now here's the steering wheel in the Tundra. Notice that it's pretty basic from a material standpoint, but you can see, I mean, this is stuff that's going to hold up really well over time. We have all of our normal controls on the steering wheel, so like the pages button, controls for the center stack. We have our cruise control there in the back with the lane departure and all that fun stuff. We've got our phone controls, voice command, volume controls over there on the other side. Turn signal light stock. Then we've got the windshield wiper stock on the other side, and there's kind of like your full view there on the steering wheel. Now here's the center gauge cluster. Notice that we have analog gauges on either side, so like for the RPMs, the speed, the fuel, which we have none of that right now pretty much. And then we do have that screen there in the center, which you can go through different bits of information here on the Tundra. So notice this with like safety tech, tire pressure, all that fun stuff. And also you can see with the trailer. And then this is just letting us know that, well, we're pretty much out of fuel. And then more stuff with the safety tech. We got like two different things with that. Fuel range, refuel. And then you also have like your attention thing on the truck that you can set. And then above that, you guys can see with the trip. And then obviously the average miles per gallon isn't accurate because the truck hasn't really been driven. It's got 10 miles on it. But yeah, that's all for the center gauge cluster. So we've got some storage space here at the top and another speaker there for the sound system. And then here is the center infotainment system. So first off, you'll notice if we pop it into reverse, we have a giant blob there in the middle. That's because it's been raining, so there's a raindrop on the camera. Don't worry, the camera doesn't actually look like that. But if you guys are wondering, the trajectory lines do not turn with the steering wheel. It's just that set of lines right there. And then aside from that, we've got a bunch of buttons here with the infotainment system. Response time with the buttons on the side is really good. So like when you press them, you pretty much get instant response. Notice you can get navigation added, but this one doesn't have it. And then if you guys are wondering here for the touchscreen itself, when you actually press the buttons, response time also is pretty good. Toyota obviously has newer infotainment systems that are a little bit better than this, but I mean, it still gets the job done. I noticed that we've got all of our climate controls. This does have a single zone climate, and we have the giant sturdy looking climate controls. We've got our driveline select over here, so you have 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel high, and then our 4-wheel low. And then over here is where the fun controls sit. We've got our tow haul mode, and then the trailer brakes are already integrated with the truck. And then moving on from that, we have our cup holder here, which like goes right into the climate control, so you have to do like little coffees or something like that. And then we've got a bunch of charging ports. We have that for the stability control, and then a 12 volts. And other than that, that's all for that. We have the shifter for the 6-speed automatic. It does have a manual shift function. We've got some more cup holders right here. We have the center console, which says SR5 on it, because that's what this package is built off of, if you guys are wondering. And then here's the center console, got another 12 volt. You've got the thread through for the cable, and then you have this random like storage space right there. And then we've got the glove box over here, which you guys can see, fun stuff. And then notice the material use on the dash, like all of that is just pretty much hard touch. And then finishing things here at the top, or at least trying to finish things here at the top. There we go, now the camera wants to focus. Got the sunglass holder right there, no sunroof or anything like that, but there is lights here for the back passenger, and then obviously here for the front as well, so just click that on, pretty self-explanatory. Notice that is a little compass there in the mirror, which is pretty neat. And then last but not least, as for the window, it is fixed, doesn't pop down or anything like that, so yeah. So here's our window sticker for this Tundra, again with the SX package. So feel free to freeze the frame so you guys can see the stuff with the mechanical, it's standard, and then safety, exterior, Interior, don't worry guys, even though this is out of gas, you do get a full tank. Toyota promises on the window stickers. And obviously the fuel economy right there. But this is the important stuff, so like the SX package itself, so it's $1,790. And again, pretty much body painted with everything, and then also like the blacked out wheels, and then it does give you the power seats, which is great. And the spray and bed liner, pretty expensive, $579. But anyways, there is the total MSRP, $43,168. And a little bit longer. Let's get an exhaust clip, and then we'll pretty much just sum things up. Now that's going to sum things up for our video on this 2021 Toyota Tundra SX. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this package, and then also this generation of Tundra. If you guys are excited for the new Tundra that's coming out, or if you'd rather stick with the current, well, I guess it's not the current generation, it's technically the old generation now because they've released a new Tundra. But anyways, let me know which one you want to go with. And with all that being said, again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Toyota here in Murray for giving me some time with this Tundra. Check out their inventory link below. I'll see all of you in the next video.